What's up, YouTube world? It's your boy Darron Coleman, aka King Jamil, the Ghetto Messiah, coming to you live from the confines of my home in Mobile, Alabama, introducing my book, Convicted Felon, The Life and Crimes of a Street Hustler. This is the hottest book since Nathan McCall's Make You Wanna Holler, and before that, Malcolm X, the autobiography. This book is about me growing up here in Mobile, having all the potential in the world. Then came crack cocaine, the monster crack cocaine. I hustled here at home when I was a young cat, but didn't know nothing about really getting no money and didn't get no money. Hustled a little bit in Atlanta, got a little money, got busted and left. Ended up coming back home and going out to Texas, Dallas, where I was on the gang-infested, drug-infested streets of South Dallas, West Dallas, and the near north side of Dallas on Maple Street, where I caught a 50-year sentence in 1994 and subsequently spent the next 8 years in the Texas Department of Correction, the second largest penal system in the United States, second only to California. While on the inside, like a lot of brothers, I became familiar with Islam and Muslims, and I became politically conscious and politically aware, and just kind of grew up in prison and learned a lot of things that I didn't know before, and they all written down in this book. After I get through talking about myself and hustling on the streets and being busted and in prison, I have a chapter entitled Doing Time, and that's when I started to talk about things that took place while I was incarcerated, like the O.J. Simpson deal, about him being accused and tried for the murders of his ex-wife and her friend. I talk about the death of Eazy-E in here because that happened in '95. I talk about Pac going to prison, Pac being released, and Pac eventually getting shot at the Mike Tyson fight and what I think about that. I talk about Princess Diana and her death before she was getting ready to marry the Muslim brother Dodi Al-Fayed. I talk about Carla Faye Tucker, this Caucasian female who execution sparked an unusual cry for clemency, and an unusually large plea for clemency from her. You know, it was international, national, and local and state news, but she was still eventually executed. I also talk about Gary Graham, Shaka Sankofa execution. I talk about the Texas 7 that escaped from the Connolly unit. I talk about the 7 guys that tried to escape from Texas's death row when it was on the Ellis unit across the yard from the Ellis 1 unit, Ellis 2 unit where I was. My books also talks about parenting. You know, I look back at my life and some of the things that my mother did while raising us, and I'm not saying that they were mistakes that she made, but there were some bad decisions that she made. A lot of parents think that all they have to do is go to work, provide you with clothes, food, and shelter, a place to stay, and that they being a good parent, and that's all it takes. You automatically supposed to go to school, get good grades, graduate, go to college, and become a doctor. It takes a little bit more than that. You know, it takes involvement, hands-on involvement. So if you want to get some knowledge, if you want to read a hot book, if you're a reader, then go to www.authorhouse.com, go down to the bookstore, click on it, their home page will come up, and you go to the right corner to the bookstore tab again. Another pop-up will come up where you can type in this title, Convicted Felon by Darron Coleman, and the book will pop up, and ordering instructions will be there. So Do that. Support the United Negro Hustlers Fund, and let's take turns getting rich like the rest of the people do. Order this book, The Life and Crimes of a Street Hustler, Convicted Felon, by me, Darron Coleman, aka King Jamil, the Ghetto Messiah. Appreciate you YouTube for making this media available to cats like me. It's a real big help. Thank you.